Joseph Deharbe. A Complete Catechism of the Catholic Religion. Part 1. On Faith. Chapter 2. Chief Truths of Faith. The 7th Article. From thence he shall come to judge the living and the dead. 1. What does the 7th Article of the Creed teach us? That Jesus Christ at the end of the world shall come again with great power and glory to judge all men, both the good and the wicked. Acts chapter 1 verse 11. 2. What do you call this judgment? The general judgment, the last judgment, or the judgment of the world? 3. When will the day of the judgment of the world come? Of that day and hour no one knoweth, no, not the angels of heaven. Matthew chapter 24 verse 36. Nevertheless, Christ and his apostles have foretold us many things which shall come to pass on the earth before the end of the world. Matthew chapter 24, Mark chapter 13, and 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, that the faithful may be on their guard, and not be seduced to fall away. For there will rise up false Christs and false prophets, and they shall show signs and wonders, to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. Mark chapter 13 verse 22. 4. How shall we be judged? We shall be judged according to all our thoughts, words, works, and omissions. I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall render an account for it in the day of judgment. Matt. Aquel. 36. 5. How will the last judgment be held? 1. Christ will come in the clouds of heaven, and gather all nations together before his throne, placing the good on his right hand, and the wicked on his left. Matthew, chapters 24 and 25. 2. He will then make manifest the good and the evil that every man has done, even his most secret thoughts, and also the graces which he has given to each one. And finally he will pronounce judgment upon all. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing in the presence of the throne, and the books were opened. And the dead were judged by those things which were written in the books, according to their works. Revelation chapter 20 verse 12. For there is nothing covered, that shall not be revealed, nor hidden, that shall not be known. Luke chapter 12 verse 2. Mark chapter 4 verse 22. The Lord will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 5. 6. What will be the sentence and the end of the last judgment? Christ will say to the good, Come, ye blessed of my Father, possess you the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. But to the wicked he will say, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, which was prepared for the devil and his angels. And these shall go into everlasting punishment, but the just into life everlasting. Matthew chapter 25. 7. Is there not, besides the general, another judgment? Yes, there is also the particular judgment, in which every man shall be judged immediately after his death. Therefore the Holy Scripture says, It is easy before God in the day of death to reward every one according to his ways. Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 28. 8. Why will there be a general judgment besides the particular? For 3 principal reasons. 1. That God's wisdom and justice may be acknowledged by all men. 2. That Jesus Christ may be glorified before the whole world. And 3. That the good may receive the honor due to them, and the wicked the dishonor they have deserved. 1. And the heavens shall declare his justice, for God is judge. Psalm 49 verse 6. 2. They shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with much power and majesty. Matthew chapter 24 verse 30. 3. Then shall those that have afflicted them be amazed at the suddenness of their unexpected salvation, saying within themselves, repenting, and groaning for anguish of spirit, These are they whom we had some time in derision, and for a parable of reproach. We fools esteemed their life madness, and their end without honor. Behold how they are numbered among the children of God, and their lot is among the saints, etc. Wisdom chapter 5, verses 1 through 5. 9. Whither does the soul go after the particular judgment? Either to heaven or to hell or to purgatory. How do we know that there is a purgatory? 1. From the Holy Scripture and from the tradition of the Church. 2. Also in some measure from reason, for as no one goes to heaven except those who are perfectly undefiled, the Apocalypse, chapter 21, verse 27, and no one to hell but those who die in mortal sin. We cannot but admit a place between heaven and hell, where those souls that are not quite clean, but nevertheless died in the state of grace, suffer until they are worthy of entering heaven. 11. Who go to purgatory? 1. Such souls as have departed this life, not in mortal but in venial sin, and 2. Such also as have died without any sin, but have still to suffer the punishment deserved for their past sins. 12. Will there still be a purgatory after the general judgment? No. After the general judgment, there will be only heaven and hell. Application. Never imagine that you are in the dark or that nobody sees the evil you are doing, for nothing escapes the eye of God. And all things that are done, God will bring into judgment for every error, whether it be good or evil. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 14.